sides. Those who are demonstrating, should you come out, please don't destroy, don't hurt other people and don't destroy property. But should people come out as police, be civil, be human, don't shoot people, don't kill people. We are all Kenyans. Why are we killing each other? Thank you, and I support cautiously.
The Honorable David Boni had gotten my recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As a member of Finance Committee, I support the bill. And Speaker, this bill addresses the concerns which were raised by Kenyans when we are doing public participation on the sale of Safaricom shares. Because the issue was, if you sell everything, what are you going to leave for future generation? And I think this bill now addresses that. Mr. Speaker, the Norway Government Pension Fund, 260 trillion. The bill has some clauses which we also need to look at. The first one being the proposed purpose of the bill. We have to think about what is on extraordinary shocks. And to me, these issues to do with oil shocks, issues to do with interest rates and inflation, so that at least we are addressing the macroeconomic stability. Because if we leave it open, even the drought issues will come in, which should be, so a portion of sale of government shares in some of these enterprises, so that in the future we have we have funds for the future. This actually was participation. Mr. Speaker, the issue of stabilization. This is a clause 11.7. It is proposing that the maximum of 10 billion and in excess of that 10 billion to address the issue of stabilization, in excess should go to public debt. I think that issue of public debt, which should be approved, should not be used for public participation. 12. This is basically borrowing from the National Infrastructure Fund. So the issue of strategic infrastructure should be the infrastructure which is going to be used for the purpose of refineries or transportation, railway, which will be used for transportation. Because if you leave it open, Mr. Speaker, clause 42 is restricting investment to speculative derivatives and listed real estate private equity. When you look at the fund for Norway fund has invested in 7,200 companies across the globe. They control 1.5% of listed companies in Kenya. The fund can invest in, for example,
Give Honorable Mboni 1 minute.
Yeah, the fund can also invest in some of the companies which are profitable, Mr. Speaker. So that is. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, we also need to bring a clause whereby we are talking about joint venture, and it will joint investment with other investors, so that because to do like a refinery is very good, very important, very good for the fund. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, I support.
The Honorable Robert Pukose.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for Bill number 7 of 2026. And Honorable Speaker, just from the it is independence. It is where you have the power to be able to support yourself. And therefore, this is giving a future to our generation. This is giving a future to our children to make sure that whatever the wealth we have in our country, part of it should be able to be put into this fund so that the future generation can also benefit from what we have. You know, Honorable Speaker, when you also harvest your food, me, I'm a maize farmer, I plant maize, I plant coffee. You don't eat everything today. You make sure that part of that you put in the store after you've tried it. Make sure you put the safeguards. This must also have safeguards. You have the control of budget being involved. You have making sure that this is a fund that is protected and it can be able to stay longer. Looking at the Norway example, where they are able to drill their oil, gases, and they decided that a portion of this can be saved over a period of time. And that saving has actually accumulated. It means all this administration, after more than 60 years, I think we got independence 63, so this is 63 years down the road. This is the first administration that is thinking that we should not just get everything, we eat as if there are no future generations, as if this country is going somewhere. So I think, to me, this is an excellent idea by the President and his administration to make sure that we have something that exists beyond us having come up with a fund that when the country is in stress, we can be able to go into this fund and be able to save our country from the various macroeconomic shocks, as we see today, where we have the oil prices going up due to what is happening in the Middle East. If we had a sovereign fund, sovereign wealth fund, we would not be where we are today. So with those few...
Mheshimiwa Spika, kwa kunipatia hii fursa. Na nafikiri ningelala mgonjwa kama singepata hii fursa, kwa sababu katika hii nchi yetu ya Kenya, mahali ambapo kumeshawahi kutolewa tetenia, hiyo inajulikana wazi. Na kwa huu mswada niweze kumshukuru Rais Daktari William Samoei Ruto, kwa sababu wakati akitafuta kura ni jambo lingine imechimbwa mengi ya thamani, lakini ni kitu gani ambacho sisi wa Kwale ama wa Kenya kwa ujumla tutaweza kusema best tenure mwili? Labda tuwakumbushe tu kwamba mbu ambao sasa wanatuuma sehemu ile ni kwa sababu ya madini yaliyokuwapo, na hiyo sio sifa nzuri, kwamba ile ahadi aliyosema mkinipatia kura nitakuwa na suluhu ya mambo kama haya leo yameweza kutokea, na mimi nikiwa mojawapo katika kuingia katika kumbukumbu za kihistoria kuhakikisha kwamba tunatengeneza sheria ambayo wakati rasilimali zetu zitakuwa zinatumika, basi vizazi vijavyo vitaweza kukumbuka na kunufaika kulingana na faida hiyo. Mheshimiwa Spika, hivi ninavyozungumza tuna madini ambayo yana thamani zaidi, kwa sababu yale ni madini ambayo sio ya kawaida. Hatuzungumzii dhahabu, hatuzungumzii chuma, hatuzungumzii fedha. Ni madini ambayo wanasema ni rare earth. Ulimwengu mzima Mwenyezi Mungu kaona kwamba ni jambo la busara sisi kutupatia madini hayo yakiwa Kwale na yakiwa Kenya. Tumekuwa na tashwishi kubwa kwamba ikiwa best tenure ilifanya vile ilivyofanya, tumebaki na mabwawa ya mbu. Je, Mlima Hills ambayo ni kubwa zaidi, ina thamani zaidi, endapo ingechimbwa kulingana na ule mfumo wa zamani bila kuwa na sheria hii, tungenufaika vipi? Wa Kenya wangenufaika vipi? Wa Kwale wangenufaika vipi? Vizazi vinavyokuja. Kwa hivyo sheria hii kupitia kwa rais na mazungumzo tuliokuwa nayo ni muafaka ya kuungwa mkono na kila mmoja, na kuwaambia wenzangu wa Kwale, kwa sababu tumekuwa na haya mazungumzo na wizara. Ikiwa basi hali itakuwa kama ile iliyotokea pale mwanzoni na best titanium, basi hatuoni haja ya haya madini kuchimbwa. Lakini ningeomba inaundwa kwamba tusiwe na wasiwasi tena, tusiwe na shaka tena, kwamba endapo madini yetu ya mlima ya Kwale hapa ya kwamba wakati tunachimbiwa madini kuna sheria ile ya madini, the Mining Act, ambayo pia iko kisheria. Hapa kuna tatizo ambalo lilitokea, lakini natumaini kwamba tuendapo tukitengeneza hii sheria na tukirekebisha katika sehemu zitakazofuata, tutaweza pia kuweka wazi kwamba mbali na kuwekeza kwa niaba ya vizazi vijavyo, wale wenyeji ambao na vizazi vijavyo, wakati wale walioko sasa hawanufaiki, wanadhalilika na wanateseka. Kwa hivyo hicho ni kifungu ambacho nadhani tukiendelea mbele tutaweza kulipigia msasa kuona kwamba watu hawatadhulumika tena. Nasimama na kuiunga mkono hoja hii, sio kwa mikono pekee ambao tutakuwa na rasilimali kama hizo. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Mheshimiwa Rindikiri Mugambi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand to support this government. Mr. Speaker, we have seen great things being implemented during this time. Infrastructure fund, the finance policy, the debt management policy, things that have never been done before. This bill is part of the new thinking of fiscal maturity of our country. And I want to thank the mover and the seconder, because for the first time, Kenya now has started positioning itself as a financial hub. The thinking that many countries thought before is now happening in Kenya. And we really need to be proud of this 13th Parliament. Mr. Speaker, I know many critics will start coming and saying we have infrastructure fund. I want to tell them from the onset, there's a difference between the infrastructure fund and the sovereign fund. We are encouraging savings. We are encouraging investment for today and for the future. Mr. Speaker, I don't want to belabor so much because we have established the benefit of having the sovereign fund. Mr. Speaker, we have relied so much on debt, and now this is creating a long-term avenue for us to finance our economies going forward. Mr. Speaker, the young people who went on demonstration 2024 is because they were saying there is nothing that the government is doing for the young people of this country. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell the young people out there that this is one of the things that the government is doing for the future of this country. And therefore, if they are listening, we are establishing a solution for the future. And that's the benefit of having this bill. This bill has answered one question which has always been coming as a problem, and that is governance. Mr. Speaker, this bill has brought in the issue of good governance, and I want to tell Kenyans with confidence, there is now ring-fenced. This fund is ring-fenced because the issues of governance have been addressed. The issue of accountability and transparency have been addressed by this bill. This bill has brought in the clear responsibilities of professional management. And Mr. Speaker, it is very clear that now the political interferences have been blocked from this. So I want to thank the majority leader, has been a center of demonstrations of late. I want to advise them, it is very easy to destroy what we have built over the years. Please, as you serve your master who is forcing you to go to the street, remember, if you destroy a load that have been put, you have created a disruption of the economies of this country. I want to support this bill and encourage and congratulate the President for giving us the opportunity to think widely, with no limitation, and implement as a parliament what we think is best for this country. And we really should feel indebted to His Excellency the President and his administration. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I think...
You know they were producing petroleum the other day.
Yes.
Yes, Honorable Owenby.
Honorable Speaker, I want to, after he finishes, that we call the mover to reply. Looking at the time, and we have some very fundamental matter to do, which we must conclude before 9. And this bill will definitely come to committee of the whole, and we will say the things we want to say now during the committee of the whole. And therefore,
okay.
we must finish Kara.
Honorable John Namwit, try compressing
we must
your...
finish Kara.
Honorable
Speaker,
John Namwit, can you do less than 3 minutes?
I want to register my support to this bill. And this is one of the best bills that this 13th Parliament and this government of Dr. William Ruto, President of Kenya, will always be remembered for. Honorable Speaker, being a oil-producing county, which we will be launching the first one to Mombasa very soon in December or January 2027, Honorable Speaker, allow me to say that the counties or the areas that are producing minerals or any other extractive will be the ones to first support this bill by the point that development through this bill will be realized from the onset. In the Petroleum Act, for example, there is a 25% and a 75%, 25 for the community, for the county and the community, and then 75 for the country. Honorable Speaker, this bill is an assurance that whatever is going to be set aside as a revenue from these oil reserves, oil revenue, will be used or utilized to develop these counties or these areas where oil comes from. And number 2, and create investments that will enable us journey towards that. Number 3, the issue of intergenerational equity and savings for the future is realized also through this bill. When you get to countries like Canada, where oil is produced, for that Alberta, the Aborigines, they actually appreciate that the country takes care of their welfare. I support, and it is one of the best that has come. It must have even happened like yesterday. Thank you.
The Honorable Karoli Omondi in under 3 minutes.
Honorable Speaker, it's very unfair. We sit here for 4 hours waiting to debate this, and then you want to take it away from us. Honorable Speaker, I rise up under Standing Order number 35 and draw your attention to the fact that there's no quorum in the House. It's not being stupid. You must respect us. There's no quorum in the House.
Yes, Honorable Kasim Tandaza.
Honorable member, because I don't want to use some derogatory language, to call honorable members the term that he has actually used. I'm even afraid of using it against just mentioning that we are your fellow colleagues stupid.
Honorable,
and you are also in this house, honorable member. Is he in order? Thank you.
Honorable Kasim Tandaza, sit down. The Honorable Karoli Omondi. did you use the words stop being stupid in reference to members?
Mr. Speaker, I said I rise under standing order number 35 to draw. That's what I said. Get the Hansard. Get the Hansard. Get the Hansard. And yes, that's what I said.
What is the answer? Confirm immediately. Honorable Karoli Omondi, you know you made those words.
To the fact that there's no quorum in the House.
Honorable Speaker, you know, I had cautioned Honorable Karoli Omondi earlier on his recent behavior in the House. I don't know what is informing this anger in the Honorable Karoli Omondi. And you know, it is, Honorable Speaker, I would want us to go back to the Hansard because the Honorable Karoli Omondi indeed did draw your attention to the fact that there is no quorum after he had been given an opportunity to speak, having lamented that you had not noticed him. And Honorable Speaker, when he raised that, members protested because all these other members in the House at least have got something substantive to contribute to this bill. But Karoli Omondi is right in his place to say there is no quorum. If he feels there is no quorum, he can draw your attention to that. But further to that, he said, stop being stupid. And Honorable Speaker, I would beseech you to direct that we check the Hansard. And if Karoli Omondi indeed did utter those words, because from where I'm seated, I heard him, the Honorable Kasim Tandaza heard him from where he is. If he did not hear himself, or if he's not in the, if he's, you know, it is 12 minutes to 9 p.m., Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Karoli Omondi may not have the capacity at this hour to know what he has said. We must confirm from the Hansard. If he has said those, I will be seeking, and I will be the one moving the motion to name the Honorable Karoli Omondi, because we must conduct business in the House with the dignity that it deserves. If any member has no dignity for himself, we have dignity ourselves. Nobody, no member of this House is stupid. No member, including the member for Suba South, is stupid. And Honorable Speaker, we must protect the dignity of every member of this House, including the member for Suba South, the Honorable Karoli Omondi. I will always protect your dignity. And Honorable Speaker, I beg, Honorable Speaker, that you do direct that the Hansard be checked. And Honorable Speaker, we had consultations with the chair of the Finance Committee.
Traditionally, when a person stands under standing order number 95, there is a range of discretion the Speaker has to determine whether a question should be put that the mover replies, or opportunity can be given to a few more members. And that is why Honorable Owen Bayer raised the issue, Honorable Karoli. But you saw the Speaker still allow Honorable John Amoit. I didn't put question. I still allow you. In fact, unknown to you, I'd recognized Honorable Mishi Mboko to speak after you, and then Honorable Ruida. So I must be, because your request is here. Yes, your request is here to date. And so I was acutely aware that while least a member has the right to stand under 95, have a discretion as the presiding officer to, determine whether there is still interest in a matter from members. And I made that determination. That is why I was actually picking you to speak. You are in your right place to, raise the issue of quorum. And by the way, the Speaker has no notice until it is raised. And, ordinarily, once you raise what you are raising, the bell should be rung. I'm currently understanding order number 1. Because of that statement, Honorable Karoli, because of what I had and other members had, which is different from what you say, you will leave the Speaker with no reason but to call for the answer, which is being checked already. I wanted to say that because you are a very good member in the House, if you said in reference to either the Speaker or the members, and you use the words "stop being stupid," please withdraw them so that we go to those procedural processes. And I apologize for the dignity of not just the chair, but all of us.
Honorable Speaker, I've said, I did not say the Speaker is stupid or the members are stupid. I said, we are not stupid. Meaning those who are on this, that's what I said. And the Hansard will bear me. That I do. Yes, and in any event, I already withdrew the assertion that that on our side we are not stupid.
Honorable Karoli Omondi.
Yes.
It is being confirmed to me that what I had, what Honorable Kasim had, what several members across the aisles had, that you said stop being stupid, is what is on the answered. Mondi, terms stop being stupid and apologize both to the Speaker and to the members and the House.
Honorable Speaker, I have no problem withdrawing those words.
No.
And I have no problem apologizing to apologize. Nonetheless, I rise up under Standing Order number 35 and once again draw your attention to the fact that there is no quorum in the House.
Honorable Karoli Omondi. The Speaker does not record anything. I'm telling you, the answer says, can you make an unequivocal withdrawal and apology?
And sit down. No. Honorable Speaker, I have already but I've said that. I withdraw and apologize. And one more time, I rise under Standing Order number 35 to draw your attention to the fact that there's no quorum in the House.
First you are apologizing and withdrawing and apologizing. Then you sit down. You apologize and withdraw and sit down. Then you ask for another
terminologies you used and apologize. Or I proceed under Standing Order number 17A.
I withdraw and apologize. And under Standing Order number 35, I again draw your attention.
Honorable Karoli. Honorable Karoli, I'm going to deal with you now under Standing Order number 107A. It's an act of gross disorderly conduct if the member defies a ruling or direction of the Speaker or chairperson of committees, declines to explain or retract use of unparliamentary words, demonstrates or makes disruptive utterances against the suspension of a member, attempts to or causes to use disorder or whatever nature during an address by a visiting dignitary. But let me skip F, G, and H, and even I, and go to Substanding Order 2. It says in this standing order, unparliamentary language means the use of words which in the opinion of the person presiding are deemed to be impolite, rude, abusive, or inconsistent with parliamentary procedures or practice. Substanding Order 3, the Speaker may call a member whose conduct is grossly disorderly to order and shall order the member to withdraw immediately from the precincts of the Assembly for a minimum of 5 days and a maximum of 28 days including being stupid, in reference to both the Speaker and the House, and I requested you do so severally, with clarity and unequivocally, and you did refuse. I will, this being the first time I'm meting out this punishment, suspend you from the House for a period of 5 days. I'll give you the minimum 5 days so that it is a caution to all of us. And let me make the members understand that when you dishonor the House, rules of procedure become secondary to the powers of the procedure under Standing Order number 1. Honorable Karoli, you're accordingly ordered to exit the precincts, and you'll be out of the service of the House for 5 days, and undo so immediately. As you exit, I direct Honorable Karoli Omondi, that decision takes effect immediately. And don't require us to require the sergeant at arms to forcibly remove you, because there is a greater consequence to that.
He's shouting. You should add 10 more days.
Honorable Karoli, do I order the sergeants? I order the quorum bell to stop ringing. Honorable Mukunji, order, we are adjourning the House. Honorable members, and the time being 9 p.m., this House stands adjourned until Thursday, the 25th day of June 2026 at 2:30 p.m.